Gandhian values and its relevance in today's world. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, known as Mahatma Gandhi, Bapuji, father of the nation, is like a tree with 100% fruitful. Anyone will throw a stone on a tree which has much fruit. It's natural. Therefore, count not the stones, rather count the fruits. Gandhiji gave to humanity the lessons of tolerance, non-violence, satyagraha, quit movement, and belief in one's own faith. Gandhiji taught how to convert a crisis into a vision. Gandhiji witnessed the torture and discrimination of Indians in South Africa. He also had his personal experiences, especially the incident where he was thrown out of the first-class compartment of a train, not because he did not have a first-class compartment ticket. He had the ticket, but they considered him as black and Indian. Though he was a lawyer, none of his argument could help it. They threw him out of the compartment to the platform. Lying down on the platform with the experience of discrimination and shame and pain, he thought to himself, "They threw me out of the train. One day I will throw them out of my country." This was a paradigm shift in his life. He came to India. Before beginning his freedom movement, he journeyed extensively in India to know the heartbeat of India. During his journey, he came to know that many people, especially women, did not have an extra sari or a dhoti to change. Some of them remained inside the house because they did not have a decent dress to wear and appear before the public. Here, he made an important policy in his life. He decided that he will wear only dhoti till all in India will have a decent dress. Then onwards, Gandhi wore only a dhoti and had a stick in his hand. Another popular policy of Gandhi is, be the change you want to see. Everybody wants that others should change. But Gandhi says the change should begin from oneself. Gandhi's another policy was to practice before you preach. Thus, he became a role model to others. Having known and experienced the public pulse of Indians who work in different key fields of our society, Gandhiji came to these conclusions in 1925. He named it as 7 sins. These 7 sins are even relevant today because they are a comprehensive list of behaviors that cause serious harm to society. To respond strongly to crisis and difficulty, one must live the core values of life. The 7 sins are: number 1, wealth without work, corruption, scams, bribery, tax evasion, black money, stealing, robbery, cheating, etc. All unfair means of earning is a crime, and this is found in today's world. Number 2, pleasure without conscience. Conscience is essentially the repository of timeless truths and principles, the internal monitor of natural law. About 2/3 of people in India live in poverty. Most of them cannot have a full meal a day. Mall culture, expensive marriage, birthday and anniversary celebration culture, unhealthy competition in all levels by the elite, affluent and even upper middle class people neglect the poor neighbors and have-nots. On one side, people are not able to eat. On the other side, the poor did not get to eat. Pleasure, especially sexual pleasure, without conscience is one of the key temptations of the rich, politicians, muscle power persons in the key positions, etc. Due to the influence of the free access to the internet, the students and the youth also indulge in this pleasure game. Number 3, knowledge without character. Knowledge without character, founded on values and principles of life, is dangerous. The education system today focuses 90% academics or development of intellect and 10% of a character formation. Value-based education is the need of the time. 12 plus 3, 15 years of school education must focus on vision, mission, goals, principles, action plan and its execution governed by the core values. Number 4, commerce without morality. Duplicate instead of original, adulterate instead of pure, injecting unhealthy fluids to preserve, adding injurious to health preservatives, making artificial egg, vegetables and rice with plastic, making artificial milk with materials that can cause serious sickness. Commerce in medical field is also a serious concern. Government policies in commerce resulting in bankruptcy and further suicide. Economic system must operate with a moral foundation and continual education. Every business transaction is a moral challenge to see that justice is done. Number 5, science without humanity. Science is for humanity and humanity is founded on moral values. Therefore, any scientific progress should have its foundation in moral values so that it should bring solutions to human problems. What science does is discovering more and more with what is in the creation or nature. The foundation of science is nature or God's creation. Misuse of science is in health sphere is frightening. Number 6, religion without sacrifice. The foundation of any religion is love. Love necessarily calls for sacrifice, giving services, time, money, material, even one's own self is called sacrifice. The art of living must be learning how to give and take sacrifice, experiencing pain and expecting nothing in return. Number 7, politics without principle. Horse trading, booth capturing, tampering with the electronic voting machine, false promises, religio-caste-based politics, curtailing the fundamental rights, becoming dictators or autocrats are some of the examples for politics without principle. The present science scenario is that one is ready to go to any extent to capture the chair. No morality, no ideology, and no principles. Again, we find that the fundamental reason for this is lack of moral values, lack of strong moral foundation. Gandhiji emphasized a person cannot do right in one department while attempting to do wrong in another department. Life is one indivisible whole. What is needed to inculcate values in the human being is to have a value-based mother, father, family, education system, teachers who are role models. This can bring about a good individual, family, society, country, and the world. Let every citizen of the world be honest, responsible, and loyal. Let the values and principles of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi and his own life inspire everyone during this 151st birth anniversary year and the years to come. Jai Bharat.